good morning, good afternoon, wherever in the world you are. Some of y'all got the concept wrong. You know, a lot of you all want things. You want stuff for your life. You want things for yourself personally. You want things. And sometimes you don't get it. But most of the time you don't get it, it's simply because you don't ask for it. Whatever you ask for, you get. You understand? Don't you remember I used to tell you back in the day, be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. It's not even about being careful. It's about being conscious. You got to be conscious of what you ask for. I believe I've said that before. Whatever you want, no matter what it is, whether it's for your life, whether it's for some type of success, whether it's personal things, ask for it. Whatever you ask for, you get. You ask and then receive. You ask and then receive. Don't you understand that concept? It's the same concept they used to tell you when you was a kid. Don't you remember when your parents or your mom or your daddy or whoever raised you, your grandma or whatever, used to tell you if you want something, you ask for it? It's the same concept. The only thing difference now as an adult is that now you actually got to do a little bit more work. Because as a kid, you were just giving stuff if you asked for it. If you ask for something as a kid, then you got to give it to her. My daughter, if she's hungry, she's asking to be fed, then I got to feed her. It's as simple as that. When I was a kid, I wanted Miss Pac-Man. I just showed my age. I wanted Miss Pac-Man. It was the only thing in this world I wanted. It was a video game, Atari 2600. For some of y'all old heads out there, 80s baby. That's all I wanted. That's all I ever wanted when it came out. Was it like 86, 87, something like that? That's all I wanted. But I asked for it, and I asked for it constantly. I asked for it every single day. You understand? And eventually, when it came down to Christmas, I got it. You understand? Now, granted, I understand what you all are thinking. Well said, you were just a kid and your parents, and that's what you're supposed to do. Well, let me tell you what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to ask for whatever it is that you want so that you can receive it. Everyone knows this. It's not a secret. It's not mythical. It's not anything. It's common freaking sense. You understand? Whatever you want, you ask for it. You ask and then receive. Only difference is as an adult is that after you ask, you have to keep doing what you're doing. So whatever work you're doing, you have to keep working for it until you finally receive what you ask for. That's the only difference. As a kid, you didn't have to work as much. You didn't understand the concept of work. As an adult, you got to put the work in so that you can get it. So if you're asking for a new car, then you still got to put it in the work so you can make enough money so eventually you get it. Eventually you receive the new car. That's just the way it is. Everything I've ever asked for, anything I've ever asked for, I got. I remember back in the day, I used to ask for, children. I ended up having a daughter finally. I wanted a house at some point. I got a house. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to play as the greatest attorney in the world. I ended up pledging Omega. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the bros. You know what I'm saying? Anything I've ever wanted that I've asked for, good or bad, in terms of whatever good or bad is. Anything I've ever asked for, I got. And the same thing applies to you if you really sit back and think about it. Whatever you want or wanted and you asked for it, I'm sure you got. I know positively that you got whatever you want. So if it's success you're concentrating on, ask for what you want. Most of you want and think that that's good enough, and it's not. You can't just want. You have to ask for what you want. If this is truly what you want and you want it more than anything, ask for it. Put it out there in the atmosphere. Put it out there in the universe, and it'll come. And it's not gonna come when you want it to. That's the problem. We ask for things sometimes, and we think that it's just supposed to come that quick or as soon as we ask for it. And it's not the way it goes. It comes when it's time for it to come, not when you say it's time for it to come. You understand? That's just the way it goes. Ask and then receive. Whatever you want, ask for it. Keep doing the work that you're doing, and then you will get it. The problem is some of you all just want and don't ask. And other people's problem is you don't know how to ask. You know what I'm saying? So here's the hint. Whatever you want, just do this for me. Whatever you want, write it down. Even if you don't have a pen or a pencil or paper, you know what I mean? 'Cause that's the way most people write stuff down. If you don't have sticky notes or a notepad or a notebook, you got all this stuff on your phone. You're on your phone right now probably looking at this. Go to your notes section or whatever you used to write stuff down and write it down. Write what you want and ask for it. Ask yourself the question, what do you want? Ask yourself, what do I want? And write it down. That's asking. You understand what I'm saying? Ask questions. The specific question you need to ask is, what do you want? Ask and then receive. That's the only way it goes. You understand? So don't just want. Don't think you could just get what you want just by simply wanting it. ask for it. Put it out there in the atmosphere and watch it happen. You understand? That's the way this world works. Ask, and then you shall receive. You've heard that countless times. I'm saying it to you again. Ask, and then receive. Only thing difference as an adult is you have to work in between the time. Ask for what you want, keep working toward it, then you get it. Got it? Good. As always, it's Motivation Monday. Do what the hat says.